Yo, what's going on YouTube, and welcome back to another Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate video. And in today's video, I am back on Sunsnug Isle, not just because I like chilling with the cats, but because I want to talk to you about Palicos, more specifically, first stringers. I glossed over this briefly when I put together a video on how and where you can hire more Palicos, and I explained how switching them between reserve and first stringer status allowed you to take them out on quests alongside your main Palico. What I didn't explain at the time, simply because it wasn't the focus of the video, was that there is more to the first stringers list than just allowing you to bring them with you. After all, if it was simply to bring an additional cat with you, why are there 5 slots? And the answer to that is to do with fortes and your cat's abilities. See, by default, your main Palico will have the leadership skill. The effect of this forte changes depending on your first stringers, plus if your sub Palico is slacking, he'll kick them into shape, and can gain a temporary attack boost when attacked by a monster. There are a few other leadership points regarding your HP and panic conditions, but for the purposes of this tutorial it's not really that important. If, however, you look at any of the cats that you hired, you'll notice they all have their own forte. These range between fighting, protection, support, healing, bombing, stealing, treasure, launching and stamina. And when combined, these fortes can be used to alter the skills and abilities of your main Palico. If you simply have one first stringer, then you're not going to be getting the benefit from this. But if you fill the 5 slots with other cats, this is where you're able to combine abilities. For example, if you have 2 fighting type Palicos set as first stringers, then you'll notice on the second page under Forte skills, your main Palico has a Demon Horn. Set 3 fighting type Palicos as your first stringers and he gets a Piercing Boomerang. 4 and he gets a True Demon Horn. 5 and he gets a Feline Fury Combo Plus. You will notice, however, that if you have 3 or more of the same type of cat, your main Palico loses his leadership forte and instead adopts the forte of the majority. So in this case, he's now got a fighting forte. This is a sacrifice you need to make if you want to reach the higher skills. Another great combination, and something you will see a lot of people using, is stacking healing Palicos. 2 Palicos will give you a health horn, 3 a detox horn, which can be used to remove item blocks and poison, 4 and you have a true health horn for better health recovery, and 5 for Parting Gift Plus, where the Palico will drop recovery items for you to gather. But if you want to maintain the leadership forte plus get some other skills, you can do something like this. Right now you'll see I have 2 fighting Palicos, which gives me Demon Horn, 2 healing Palicos, which gives me a health horn, and 1 stealing Palico, which is simply there so I can maintain my leadership forte, as opposed to having 3 of one of the above. This now gives me a mix of skills, so if you want a good combination of different fortes, this is the way to go about it. You could also once again ditch the leadership forte and go for 3 and 2, so that you have 3 skills instead. The choice is yours. Now I'm going to leave a link to the Palico page of the Monster Hunter Wiki in the description box down below, because it has tables that tell you what each of the skill combos result in. 1 for each forte, so if you want to decide what you need, this is where you can go. However, there is one more thing I need to mention about first stringers. See, your main Palico doesn't just adopt the forte and skills of your first stringers, he also adopts the ability. So, if your active first stringer, in other words the one that you bring out with you alongside your main, has a particular ability, that becomes the ability of your main. So, there are 3 abilities you need to know about. Wrath of Meow, Virtuoso, and Flying F-Bomb. Wrath of Meow will have your Palicos team up in a Meowser tank and they fire missiles at the monster. The higher the level, the better the tank, and the higher the damage. The Virtuoso is a horn that will increase your maximum health and stamina as well as healing you, and again it's more effective the higher the level. This is great if you die in battle and you don't have max potions because it can restore your health bar to the higher values. And lastly you have the Flying F-Bomb. The Palicos jump on this flying rocket which hovers in front of the monster for a bit, it then launches at them and then they leap on its face slowing it down for you. The higher the level, the longer they stay on the monster. So in summary, when picking your first stringers you need to decide what ability is most useful to you. Ordinarily I'd say the Virtuoso simply because it's an additional healing item, but I personally use Wrath of Meow simply because seeing Palicos drive around in a tank is one of the best things ever. And on top of that, you need to decide what fortes are most important to you, and then set your first stringers according to that. Now there are plenty of combinations you can go with. If you have support Palicos, they can put down traps. Have bombing Palicos, they can throw bombs which can deal massive explosive damage. Stealing Palicos can actually take items from monsters, and sometimes they can be very good items. And launching Palicos can launch you into the air if there are no ledges nearby, which is great for mounting. There are plenty of combinations, and that's why I said before, make sure you go and check out the wiki and read what they do, because that will really help influence what you want to do. If on the other hand you are looking for some recommendations, as I said, a lot of people do like to go with all 5 healing Palicos simply because having the Purchioso and having all those healing abilities and the Detox Horn to help remove certain status effects is extremely useful. Alternatively, another combination is 3 fighting Palicos and 2 healing Palicos. The 3 fighting ones will give you both Demon Horn and Piercing Boomerang, which are really good moves, plus you have the Healing Horn. But, as I said, it's down to you to decide what is most useful to you, what is most valuable, and then choose your Palicos accordingly. Either way, that brings me to the end of this video. If you have any questions or there's anything else you'd like to know, then let me know in the comments down below, or alternatively, you can ask me on Twitter. And aside from that, if you did enjoy this video and you did find it helpful, don't forget to leave a like and hit that thumbs up button down below. And if you're not already subscribed and you're not already part of the Arekkz Gaming Nation, then make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single video. Thank you very much for watching, take it easy, catch you next time, peace out.